Greetings and welcome to my dear Scorpios out there. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. We shall continue with the series, the fixed series that is what we are moving towards. Okay, so that involves the 2 and the 8 and the 5 and the 11 houses. So any placement that you have that revolves around particularly the 8th house shall be revealed here. And we'll go ahead and look into certain energies that are related to the solar return, especially of Scorpio. So happy birthday to those who are celebrating your solar return. Okay. The 8th house is particular, a very particular house, very deep, that is infused with transformational energy, okay, through the auspices of Mars and Pluto. Now, there is an action and a drive here that has to do with inheritances, okay, deeper modes of sensuality, intensity, and these are highlighted in the occult realm for the energy of Scorpio. So a lot of secret energy, secret information should be revealed through this reading. We'll go ahead and begin now. Okay, so in this progression, we have a mode of karma that has to do with two states of being, past and future. Okay, past and future, or future, past and future slash present. There's a state of being here that has to do with not identifying with things that have been mistruths in the past. Okay, here we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Queen of Swords on the conscious realm. Looking back, okay, so basically what I'm seeing here is a state that moves from the 7th to the 8th, reveals the truth for its falsity, okay? Whatever this truth or this mode of communication has to do with the past, it has to do with a way of thinking retroactively, of trying to discern the truth, but then seeing that your own truth, or the truth that is wielded by the sword, by the Queen of Swords, okay, has been maybe false or pretentious in some sense of understanding here. The mystery of all of this has to do with the revelation that comes through the solar return, the activation of the 8th house from the 7th, movement of Libra solar energy, 7th house, into the 8th house of Scorpio, the solar energy of the 8th house. Sun in the 8th house is not a particularly good placement, but with this we have occult understanding. The sun shines darkness, shines into the gutter of human existence, into human conditioning, and exposes the truth. Okay, it exposes the truth. But this truth comes at a cost. It has to do with surrendering, excuse me, in a humbling way, the mind, becoming clear of mind by surrendering pretenses of the mind. Okay, this allows a balance to happen. Okay, Mercury becomes activated as well. There is some sort of intuitive understanding here while moving forward. What this moves forward into is a split between fire and earth. Okay, with this, there's an element here of expectation, isolation, tension of all of that, but then transforming into the King of Rods energy. Okay, so something about your drive is pushing you out of the murk of solitude, out of the murk of tension in solitude, and this is a good thing. There's a way to push forward and also embrace truth. Okay, the truth comes in many forms, especially in this particular card, where the king of fire, the king of rods, has a sword himself. Okay, and that's very interesting. So there's a duplicity here: fire and earth, and fire and air. Okay, and air feeds fire. So there's something about the mental fire, some sort of illumination that has to do with envisioning into the future from this isolated place. Okay, this all has to do with realities, a certain reality of expectation, not getting what has been promised or expected in some sort of way. The Queen of Pentacles sits here, Taurus as well as Venus. um, and this has to do with also the nines, the eights to the 9 to the 3, okay, of swords in the reverse. So there's a method of breaking through fear and expectation, and this is something that you can learn from. This has to do with letting go, essentially letting go of the past. Now we'll go ahead and move into a different section, dealing less with karma, dealing more with the state of things. Okay, 9 card spread. We're not doing the Great Mirror for this particular reading. Seventh house is activated though, so this is kind of got the same energy. Okay, lots of Taurus energy here, star, sun energy, lots of golden rounds. I'm seeing here light being shown on a situation with another. Okay, either you or someone is devoted to something of this light, and it has been a profound connection. There also is something about this connection that shows its limitation, its inauthenticity when it comes to love. There also is an element of the fixed axis of Leo and Aquarius here. Okay, that's the 5 and the 11. Playfulness leading into generality. Okay, camaraderie leading into the greater good. Okay, immediate sort of intensity into the greater good. There's something about this situation that has the key signature of humanitarian release, the ability to, what I mean about that is to become more humane, as if there is a love between a person and someone who pulls this person who pulls a dog out of a shelter or something like this. There's a humanitarian edge to it. Okay, and it's not really sharp or anything. I mean, it's just something that's coming to light. Okay, something that you are devoted to, something that you feel invested in terms of how this has affected. Okay, this speaks of a great joy from the past, a joyful connection in which the memories are bittersweet, but there's something being shown onto this connection, something that you may be fixed on in some sort of way. There also is a futuristic progression that is motivating all of this. the ability to bring and impart messages to others, to expand upon this energy, move from Venus to Jupiter's energy. Okay. With this, there's an ability to bring forward realities, the golden rounds. Here we have the King as well as the Queen of Pentacles. Excuse me. As well as the Six of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is from what you are walking into, a gateway or a portal. This is going to be good for you in terms of the patience you have while expanding through Jupiter's energy. Okay. This also speaks of bringing forward very grounded realities through the aegis of Capricorn, Saturn. Okay. As well as Venus. There's something here that is being brought forward while you can worship something of greatness in the past, pay respects or honor something from the past. This helps you to envision something, okay? Perhaps there are ways in which memory may be malleable and may be changeable. And there are ways for you to sort of create a calmer version and understanding of a situation that may have fallen out in difficulty in the past. A way for you to become devoted to yourself as well as another self, someone who is of soul energy, yet not be connected with them. There's something where you can sort of have the trophies or possess a way of wearing either the cloak of shame or the cloak of honor when it comes to this. The guilt is being released. This allows you to have freedom of mind to bring forward realities that are going to be something that you've been waiting for a long time. Okay. This will give you the strength mostly through fixed Leo energy. So creative strength around the threes, the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Rods, to bring in deep, polarized, intentional ways of movement forward, okay? Embracing the path of the hermit. When it comes to this reading, there is advice to embrace any element of pain, okay, or fear that this may have caused. This will allow you to have balancing of the mind as well as to find a sense or a calmer sense of truth, okay? Also, there's something about you that is moving forward not only to the Three of Rods, but to the Four, okay? So a platform is emerging here, one in which reality is represented through the method and practice of balancing certain truths, noticing that the karmas all relate and move towards the same flow or the same energy. Your seventh house is activated in this reading, so I wouldn't be surprised if this involves someone with a Taurian complex. Okay, now the mystery of Taurus, the mystery that a lot of other readers may not touch upon, my own particular interpretation of this through the order of the twin sun, is that it is invested in something that revolves around a deep inner need to be fulfilled, okay, with not only materiality, but sublimation through that materialism, okay? Meaning that there is something that emerges from this mystery that has to do with something that is tied to the devotion of ritualistic or fanatical, or perhaps something that is more endowed with the bridge towards the sublime, okay, or the bridge towards ascension, okay? Because we must remember that Scorpio is the fixed nodal point, which is the opposite of Taurus, okay, opposite of the second house, that is sort of in between the motherly aspect of the fourth house, emotional resonances, emotional bodies, the home, okay, the ashram, versus 12, okay, which is the energy of Pisces, okay, the energy of truly sublimated love, unconditional love, as well as surrender and dissolution, okay? Scorpio has the ability to fixate on the mystery, fixate on exactly the mystery, okay? And Taurus is more like the priest or the intermediary between those houses, okay, and the path towards liberation, which is the 4, 8, 12, and the 8th is the center of it. So very interesting read. I don't think I should disclose any more about this. I could go deeper, way deeper, about this connection, but I feel I've given enough in terms of this. Happy birthday! Forgiveness for the delay. I've been busy, very busy, bringing in an ashram, bringing in a temple, and my time has been very much physically devoted to that, which I am not uh, savvy to. I'm growing muscles where I don't think I've ever had them before. So this is very challenging work, but the ashram is being built, and I'll have an update eventually in about a year of its proclivities and its progress. I do wish you well. Thank you from the Order of the Twin Sun, and thank you. Blessings. Thank you. Bye bye.